Welcome back to Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Today I'm going to be showing you the top 5 abilities you absolutely need to get during your playthrough, like this ability to feign death and then assassinate targets literally right in front of their face. The best thing about this is you can actually chain it into another assassination immediately after. I don't know what's going on with this Goliath, but he's just living his best life, I guess. Some of these abilities can be extremely OP, and I'm going to be showing you how to get each and every one of them today. I do hope you all enjoy today's video, and without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. Now, the first ability we're going to go over today is the Thorn of Slumber. At level 2, when this impacts a target, it will expel a cloud of poison that puts everyone around it to sleep. Now, at first, this doesn't sound that crazy because it does take up adrenaline, but when you put them to sleep, you can go up and assassinate them, instantly get back your bar of adrenaline, and you can continue to use this. This will also help you take out higher level mobs if you have advanced assassination, which is definitely a skill I recommend. And you can take out all hordes of people like this because as you assassinate, you're going to regenerate your adrenaline, and you're going to just be able to keep using this ability over and over and over. And it is, quite frankly, probably one of the most OP abilities in the game, depending on your personal playstyle. For the first book of knowledge, we're going to need to be in Norway. Now, if you head down to the southwestern corner, you're going to see this location here, which is covered around with tents. If you approach from the northeast side, there's going to be this gap in the fence. And then all we need to do to get to this particular chest is to head straight back all the way until the very back. And we're going to hang a right. Now, if we look up right here, you're going to see the ladder that you need to get up to. Now, there's a guy right there, but if we hop up right here, he's probably still going to see us. All right. But we can actually just ignore all these guys. And we got to take out this one, which should be easy. Excuse me, sir. That's what I thought. Bye-bye. And then you need to go down this particular ladder right here. Now, right at the bottom of this, you're going to be able to see the Book of Knowledge will be right here. All you got to do is just pick up that Book of Knowledge, and you can hang out this door right here, and then just leave the way you came back in. But this skill is actually pretty cool. I'm going to show it off right here. It is going to be this arrow skill, which you can actually use to mark your targets and then just murder people. You can mark multiple targets, and you'll get another one of these later in the game that'll allow you to mark more targets. For the second Book of Knowledge for this ability, you will need to go to the eastern corner of Kent here at the Dover Fortress. At the Dover Fortress, you're going to see a giant tower. It's the largest building in this particular area. Near the top of this tower, you're going to find a key. We need this key to unlock the door that leads to the chest. Now, do keep in mind that you can get this chest without interacting with anybody. So if you're concerned about sneaking into a higher level area, you can do this completely without getting seen. It is very simple. We just got to unlock the door and grab our Book of Knowledge to get this to level 2. Now, next up, we have another really fun ability that can be really OP, especially if combined with other abilities like the Sleep Arrow. Now, the Sleep Arrow does allow you to assassinate your sleeping targets, but what you can do is you can actually feign death with this ability. Now, when you feign death, if you have it at level 2, you can jump up and assassinate any nearby targets, which is insane. Now, I find this ability not only humorous, but incredibly useful as well. Not only can you play dead and then assassinate somebody, if you have the ability to chain assassinate, then when you wake up, you can assassinate a large target like this with advanced assassination and then immediately kill another one, which is just ridiculous and comes in so extremely handy in clutch situations. Now, one of the books of knowledge for the Feign Death ability is going to be on the west side of the map here at the Elfwood campsite. Now, there are a lot of people around this area. You can sneak in. Also, if you already picked up the Sleep Arrow, it's going to obviously make going through here extremely easy. There's going to be one guy down here that you can just run in and assassinate or just put him to sleep with your Sleep Arrow. You're going to see this. All you need to do is just walk through here and grab the book off the table. The next book you're going to need to get is in Oxenfordshire. Now, there is an enemy garrison here and a rather large building with a piece of it kind of blown apart here. We're going to need to grab a key in this first area. Now, it doesn't really matter if anyone aggroes you or anything because you literally just need to hop in here, grab the key, and leave. And it's funny enough, they kind of went the wrong way. But there is a key that is on this main table right here. Just run up, grab the key. Once you do that, you're going to need to head out of this particular building. Obviously, you can do this all by sneaking instead of aggroing everything like me. But once you exit that building, turn to your right and then head to this door. You're going to need to unlock that door. And then right in front of this is going to be the Book of Knowledge that you need to get. Now, next up, we've got the Dive of the Valkyries. At first glance, it doesn't seem like an amazing ability, but it does do a ton of damage, and when it's upgraded to level 2, it has a very wide stun radius, which can allow you to either recover in a sticky situation, kill some people that get stunned, or even run away if you need to. But regardless, it does come in very handy, and it's probably one of my favorite abilities just because it also gives you iframes so you can avoid somebody's attack and then murder somebody else. The first Book of Knowledge, you're going to have to go just outside of East Anglia to this island here at the Isle of Ely Monastery. There's also a raid location, but there's a set of stairs here in this little cove. This is actually a cave. If you enter this cave and run to the very back, you're going to be able to find the first Book of Knowledge. It'll be right here. Next, we need to go to the northwestern corner of Kent, just outside of London. There's a bandit camp here and a rather large building. You enter from this back side here and avoid the pigs that are out here. Actually sneak right in, and I almost actually died jumping off of that. Oh, well, so much for being super duper sneaky. But all you need to do is just hop across all of this. And at the edge of all of these is going to be the Book of Knowledge that you need to collect. Now, next up, we have the Harpoon Impalement. When it's upgraded to level 2, it allows you to pull the target in and then do a killing finisher on them, which looks freaking cool, but the ability in general is just really useful. We're going to need to go to Essex, just outside of Colchester. Well, at the edge of Colchester is this church. Now, when you approach the church, you're going to see this movable box. You're going to need to move that and break through this piece of glass and loot the key that is right here. From here, we're going to have to actually get into the church. You can spend a lot of time stealthing your way through if you so desire. You can break windows just for funsies. But there's two guys right here that we kind of need to take care of. You probably can definitely find a way to sneak past them, but that key you looted is going to unlock this door. Now from here, we need to be able to climb up this ladder and climb all the way up to the top of this area. Now to do that, you're going to need to move another box. Gotta love puzzles, right? Move this box in front of the ladder. You're going to shoot this ladder down. And the top of this hole is your box. For the first Book of Knowledge, we're going to have to go just north of the R&C in Mercia in Venanis. Now, there's these set of stairs, this icon here, which is basically just this ladder that'll drop you down into the area below. And you very simply just have to go through this real quick. Now, you're going to see this kind of like dead-end looking area. Obviously, I've been in here already, so I already have moved this, but that's not going to be like that when you get here. You're going to need to smash that and jump down into the water and swim to the end. Once you swim to the end, you're going to see an opening right here. Climb up. Now, there's going to be this thing here, which is going to allow you to blow up these walls with these exploding barrel things. And then you're going to have your book of knowledge right here. And you can obviously just move this little shelf and hop out. Now, last but not least, I have probably one of my favorite abilities, especially if you are the type of person that likes to explore the world. I bet you're sick of finding locations like these where you can clearly get into them, but you need to find explosives or something to get inside of it, whether it's a wall or something like this. Well, now you have an ability to make an explosive arrow to take care of these pesky objects. You'll no longer have to look for anything to explode stuff because it just takes 1 bar of adrenaline, and you only need to get 1 book of knowledge to unlock the ability. This book of knowledge is very easy to get. It's going to be in Walden. Now, you're going to need to basically go all the way through the town. You'll do this during the story as well. Now, once you get up to the church, there will be a couple people in front of the church. Kill them all or just run right past them, quite frankly. And the book of knowledge is going to be right here. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that does bring us to the end of today's video. I do hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to figure out what's going on with this man and his pig, and I'll see you all in the next one.